Elements are defined by their numbers of protons. If we look at helium atoms, in the nucleus of every helium atom, there are 2 protons. If we look at aluminum, in the nucleus of every aluminum atom, there are 13 protons. The number of protons is what identifies that atom as belonging to a particular element. It's sort of like a person's soul. You can change your clothes, you can cut your hair, you can change your hair color, you can put on makeup, you could wear high heels, you could do all kinds of things to change your appearance. You can act differently, but does that mean you are a different person? No, you're still you. On the inside, you are still you. And so I think of the nucleus as being, kind of the heart and soul of the atom. It's the number of protons. That's who the atom is. The electrons can change, as we'll see. You can add electrons and you can take electrons away. Those are sort of like the clothing of the atom. That's on the outside of the atom. But the number of protons is what identifies it. And so we have a special name for the number of protons. It's called the atomic number. The atomic number has the symbol Z. I don't know why. That's what they call it, Z. I would have gone with A, but it's Z. So here's the periodic table. Fabulous thing. Periodic table shows all of the known elements. And they are ranked by atomic number. Remember, atomic number is number of protons. So if we look in the square here, in each square of the periodic table, we'll have the chemical symbol, and above that is a whole number. That is the atomic number, the number of protons. So this is beryllium, and the atomic number tells us that beryllium atoms have 4 protons. There's some other information here. There's the atomic mass, we'll talk about that later, and some periodic tables have the name. So I already made you memorize a bunch of the element names and symbols. Most of the symbols are based on the English names for the elements, but a bunch of them aren't. And they seem a little random. Why is sodium Na? There isn't an N or an A in the word sodium. Carbon, we understand. Carbon, C, starts with C, the element symbol is C. Some of them don't make sense until we understand that their symbols came from their Latin or Greek names. So, sodium was known as natrium because it was isolated from the sea. And so Na are the first 2 letters of natrium. Kalium for potassium is K. Cuprum, copper. I think this one's interesting. Plumum. They used to make the plumbing in your house out of lead pipes, right? And what do we call a person who works on pipes? A plumber. The Latin word for the Latin word for lead is plumum. There's a definite relationship there. Lead has the symbol Pb from its Latin name, plumum. This is my favorite element. The element of surprise. That's okay. It's about what I got this morning, too. Examples. Okay, find the name and atomic number for each element. This shouldn't be too difficult. There we go. So Na. What is that? That's sodium. And what's its atomic number? 11. Sorry, I was having an argument with the iPad here. So that's sodium, and the atomic number is 11. How about Ni? What's that? Nickel. And it's El, not Le. What's nickel's atomic number? 28. How about P? Phosphorus. That is what, 15? Now this guy, Ta, that wasn't on the list. How would you find its name? find a periodic table that has the name on it. There's a list in your book. I don't know if it's a front cover, back cover. There's an alphabetical list. Ta is tantalum, but we can still find its number on the periodic table. We just have to look until we find it. 73. Yep, there it is. 73. Okay, so this tells us that sodium atoms have 11 protons, nickel atoms have 28 protons, etc.